My vision for horticulture is quite positive, to be honest. We've got the privilege of being able to farm in Australia with current world's best practice in one of the cleanest environments on earth. Levy investment into R&D is vitally important in my view to do the bigger industry-wide initiatives and research that needs to be done, things that are beyond individual businesses to be able to do, in a lot of cases beyond individual industries. I think Australian horticulture growers are in a unique space.
Growers' priorities are Hort Innovation's priorities. And with $126 million being invested into projects over the 2021-2022 financial year, a lot of work is underway to benefit industry, now and into the future. Horticulture's production value increased 23% over the 5 years to 2020-21. making our $15.2 billion industry the fastest growing agricultural sector in Australia. In the face of climate change, Hort Innovation is delivering more than $300 million worth of research focusing on sustainability initiatives, such as delivering smaller, higher producing tree varieties, cool climate horticulture solutions, and delivering the latest ag tech to limit runoff and input costs. Protected cropping is a rapidly growing sector because of the value it brings in environmental control. We've worked with industry to prepare for further growth.
The protected cropping strategy is a really important piece of work that's been done by Hort Innovation. I think this is something that's going to really set the rules of the game for the next 10 years for the industry. The strategy was really well done, ground root level, all the way from growers up in far North Queensland down to Tasmania, growers across in Western Australia, and they were all interviewed and asked what they thought would be of benefit taking the industry forward.
Protected cropping and tree crop mapping work is underway with a range of research partners. This involves citizen science, with growers using apps to log locations, which can help get resources on the ground where they're needed during weather events and incursions. Pollination has come to the fore with the recent varroa mite incursion, and the need to protect bees and focus on alternative pollinators more pressing than ever. Bill Shields has been involved in trial work on his property in Bilpin, New South Wales through Hort Innovation. The work is attempting to identify alternative pollinators to honeybees and see how pollinators are acting in the wake of fire activity in the area.
The sort of work that Hort Innovation does is really important in terms of research. I'm always interested in having research done on my property and have been for many, many years. It's nice to be able to talk face to face with the experts in their field, and in the process it's encouraged me to change the way they operate to quite a significant degree. It's an interesting learning process. So they identified 171 insects that were visiting the plants, and about half of those were capable of carrying pollen. If Italian bees were likely to be affected by disease or varroa, we've got some backstop.
We've teamed up with Western Sydney University, Perfection Fresh and Singapore tech company Polybee to trial the use of drones in protected cropping environments.
The micro drones are very, very important, and it's a project you have to embrace the future, because that's where the future is going. And yes, it will have benefit for growers across the horticulturist field. It may be more useful in protected cropping, but we don't know until we spend the money and do the research and find out what needs to be developed and how the extension needs to work. And that's why Hort Innovations is concentrating on that.
Biosecurity takes a front and centre position with industry, and Hort Innovation is investing more than $60 million into research to manage and prevent pests and diseases. A lot of work has gone into breeding horticulture varieties that are productive and that consumers want, as well as production forecasting for optimum resource use.
We've been heavily involved in breeding, in development of better technologies to grow crops, to get better yield, to get better quality, temperature management, all those types of things that we've been involved in across the sectors that we grow.
International trade is a rising priority for Aussie horticulture growers, with $2.54 billion in fresh produce exported to 80 57 countries worldwide. Hort Innovation's $120 million trade program includes research and development and overseas-based marketing projects that promote the Australian horticulture industry. Recently, at Asia Fruit Logistica in Bangkok, the new Aussie Horticulture Overseas Trade campaign, Grown in Good Nature, was launched. It celebrates how Australia's good nature, in both geography and personality, empowers us to grow the greatest, freshest produce in the world. The promotion of Aussie horticulture also takes place throughout the year at home. This past financial year, campaigns have been delivered across 24 industries. These campaigns, designed with industry, are targeting increased demand from consumers for locally grown produce.
At the end of the day, fresh fruit and vegetables are the sustenance of life. We need to be growing more of them, and people need to eat more of them if we're going to have a healthy population.
More than 135,000 people are behind the production of horticulture across Australia. Hort Innovation is supporting leadership and workforce initiatives through more than $7 million in investment across scholarships, development and training programs.
Good, strong, robust industries that are using their people to the full potential. We are really empowering the leaders of tomorrow.